Love isn't always perfect. It isn't a fairy tale or a storybook, and it doesn't always come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on and never letting go. It's a short word, difficult to define, and impossible to live without. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, every second was worth it because you did it together. Dearly beloved, we have come together today to celebrate love and to witness the marriage of Barry and Anna. Today is a celebration of love, of friendship, of family, and two people who are declaring that they're in this forever. And although today will start your journey as husband and wife, no one is here to witness the start of a relationship. This is a celebration of a bond that already exists, and what comes next in your lives is only going to enhance the joys that you both already have. A husband and wife are each other's best friends, confidants, lovers, teachers, dance partners, caretakers, listeners, sometimes a critic. But the bond but the bond between a husband and wife deepens and enriches every facet of our lives. Happiness is fuller, and your commitments to yourselves and to one another are stronger. Marriage breathes fresh air and gives you this opportunity to start anew. It encourages new life and new experiences and finds new ways of expressing love through the ups and downs of life. Some say love is a temporary madness. It erupts like a volcano and then it subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have become so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever be apart. Because this is what love is. Love isn't breathlessness. It's not even excitement. It's not the proclamation of promises or eternal passion. That's just being in love, with which I'm sure anyone could do. Love itself is what's left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a happy accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two. I think everyone here can agree that marriage is perhaps the greatest, but also most challenging adventure of human relationships. And it certainly doesn't take a ceremony such as this to create a marriage. You've been married in heart long before this moment. And in the time you've been together, you both got the true sense of what you wanted for yourselves, for one another, and what you want in a life together. You have a mutual understanding, a common vision of what this future looks like. But having this opportunity to declare your love in front of your family and friends gives your relationship that much more substance. Because this idea of marriage puts a protective shell over your relationship that helps keep it strong during the toughest of times. It shows your partner how important they are to you. It shows your partner how much they love you. And this is why you get married. Barry, how you doing?
Fine, yeah.
To Anna,
it's stressful.
But you're here. To Anna, being with you just feels right. And while there wasn't one it moment where she knew you were the one, knowing that you're the one for her, there is absolutely no doubt in her mind about that. You are everything she could ever want in a partner, and you are the best of everything she has ever known. You're the funniest. Sometimes the smartest.
Yeah.
You're the kindest, most loving and caring soul she has ever known. You challenge her in all the right ways. With you, she knows she always has the greatest support to take the world on. She feels so special and so happy that she has you to walk through life with, and she cannot wait to see what comes next for the two of you on this big and amazing adventure. Anna, falling in love with you is the easiest thing this guy has ever done in his life. They say only boring people are bored, and a life with you will never, ever be boring. You have a way of lifting him up that makes him feel like he can take on anything. You bring a sense of magic and whimsy that makes the impossible feel possible. Because being with you makes him excited for a future that wouldn't be possible with anyone else. Not because of the cans or the can'ts, but because a life with anyone else wouldn't nearly be as wonderful as a life with you. With you, he feels happy. With you, he feels safe. With you, he feels loved. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day until eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again, I would choose to spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one that I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and for dreams that never came true, the box would be empty, except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. In the years you've been together, your bond has deepened to a point where it is unfathomable that you should ever be apart. And while things like today, celebrations, anniversaries, exploring the world together, and other big moments, these are all things to look forward to, but it's not what's gonna make your marriage last. It's not what's gonna make your marriage strong. It's the little things, the in-between moments, that are going to keep that bond, to keep that fire ignited. There's this excitement for you both in picturing and what the future is going to look like. You are able to continually evolve and grow into the people that you will always choose to be in love with. And as time passes and your relationship evolves, so will you. They say it's wonderful to be loved, but it's profound to be understood. You have a deep understanding of who the other is at their core. Your relationship has a wonderful balance that makes it a truly equal partnership. You not only respect and acknowledge the differences between you two, but you give reason to celebrate it. And while there is mystery to life, you both know what you want in your life together. And you're excited to make it work, to make it happen, to make those dreams come true. Any choice that you make, it's with the understanding, care, love, and intention for the person that stands before you. Please hold hands. I'll prompt you to say I do. Can someone take the flowers? I'll hold your vows.
Thank you.
Do you, Barry, of your own free will and consent, take Anna to be your lawfully wedded wife? Will you be prepared to support and love her unconditionally, no matter how happy or sad, silly or serious the situation may be? Do you take Anna as your partner and wife in this beautiful adventure that lies ahead? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Do you, Anna, of your own free will and consent, take Barry to be your lawfully wedded husband? Will you be prepared to support and love him unconditionally, no matter how happy or sad, silly or serious the situation may be? Do you take Barry as your partner and husband in this beautiful adventure that lies ahead? If so, please say I do.
I do.
May I please have the rings? You can just open the boxes and take the rings out.
With this hand, I will lift your shop, your sorrow. Your cup will never be empty, but I will be your wine. With this candle, I will light your way into darkness. With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
You would think that someone who had spent half a life with a nose in a book, I'd be better with articulating myself when it matters. But writing these vows was hard. Not because I struggled to come up with words, but because I wanted to express myself in a way that fits us and the life we're building together. I could quote Corinthians. I could lift a verse from Plath or Byron or Yeats. I mean every borrowed line. But love is a verb as much as a noun and an action as much as a feeling. And vows are promises, ultimately. They deserve more weight than flowery words and sentiment, despite my propensity towards both. So I decided to be above all else honest. I won't promise you that I'll bring the best version of myself every day of our lives, or that my best will always be equal to yours. If it had been left up to me to plan this entire day, we'd have a dress and a suit and probably not much else. We'd be stood with the ones we love, but the view wouldn't be as spectacular. The wedding breakfast would be the nearest diner or food truck, and at least one of us would be late and possibly missing a shoe. I won't promise you perfect domesticity, that there will never be paintbrushes in the sink, or unopened mail, or a surprise confetti cannon of shredded tissue paper the next time you empty the washer. I won't promise every day will be wedded bliss, and that our life will be free of struggle or grief. We are both old and wise and fallible enough to know that life doesn't work like that. It's peaks and valleys, floods and droughts, and that to see the world at your feet, first you must have to scale a mountain. I will promise you that I will do my best to ensure that our home will always be a place of warmth and kindness and sanctuary. It will always be our safe place. I will promise to make you laugh, to challenge you,